Hi everyone, my name is Alfredo from Alfredo Auto Glass in Corona, California. Today I'm going to be working on a 2014 Chevy Silverado, and I just want to show you what's the easiest way to remove the glass and the easiest way to set the windshield in place. I got this new tool from Rolladeck, and it's an awesome tool, so I'm really happy and excited to show you how useful that tool could be. So this is the truck. By removing the windshield wipers, as you can see, I already prepped the car. So now I'm gonna get started on removing the bottom of the wipers, removing the antenna. Gotta be careful that you don't damage or scratch the hood. So gotta go very gentle right here. And I'm using a 10mm. And then you push this away, and there it is. It has these little clips right here. They're pretty easy to remove. There's one little one hidden over here. These little windshield wiper covers, it's better to get it remove it from the top. The little, it's a 15mm. On some cars you need a wiper puller, but this one's, it's not that tight, so you're able to do it. Sometimes it gets stuck right there, so I removed this side first because there's the hose for the windshield wiper fluid on this side, and it's better to undo it from right here. Just turn it slowly. You don't want to break it. And then this, you could either go towards the top or towards the bottom. I prefer to go towards the bottom. So that's it for the bottom cowling. I'm gonna be using the spider in this one. I really like using the spider. It's very clean cut out. Gotta get yourself in a nice angle that you're able to push without pushing too hard. You want to keep it steady when you're pushing. Remember, always wear safety glasses. You don't want to hurt yourself with your own tools. Gotta be very careful when you're feeding the line. You want this line to go where the glass is, not in the middle. What I do here, before I push it in, right here, I pull. On this side, you don't really have to do much until you go to the other side. Same thing, you pull down hard. You want to go over the top on this tool right here, on the spider. Okay, so there's the removal. I have this really cool dash cover that I invented myself. All I have to do is just slide it through and I have a nice coverage. I could have just started the cutout all the way on this side, but since the windshield has a curve, for me it works better if I put it in the middle and then come here towards the end. I mean, that's just for myself. When you're not used to using the tool, my recommendation is going really slow. I already know how the tool works on this vehicle, so I'm able to go a little bit faster. See, now I'm going towards the top and there's a corner right there. So now I use my cover from the spider that comes with my kit. You can use your left for the drill. See right here, you can just bend it in like that. And once you're done with the whole side, like I said, I like to go in the middle, so I'm gonna go right here. And not necessarily sometimes here, but it's more towards the middle where you need to cover. There's actually a clip on the top. It's a clip right here, but to my experience, it cuts right through the clip, so that's very convenient. See this cover, not necessarily where the cut ended, but more towards the middle. Once I'm about to get to the corner, and I'm about to put tape because I'm about to cut the windshield out. So I'm going to tape it down. So now, once again, want to protect. You see how you could maneuver to move the dash? That's it. Okay, so now this is a little trick. I'm gonna put the windshield a little bit higher, just a bit higher, just a little bit, like right there. Higher. The reason I'm doing that is I'm gonna set my tool. I'm gonna be setting my setting tool, which is the Rolladeck. And a lot of Chevys with the type of post that it has, this is the tool to be used. The kind of like a red color. This tool actually has a whole bunch of different attachments for many different vehicles. So on this one, I'm gonna flip it around. As you can see, I number them. That way I know the different configurations. And I use number 15 nut. So this one's gonna go actually facing down. So pretty much you lift up the glass and then you slide this up. And it comes with all these different attachments, like I was saying. Make sure that the glass is positioned correctly. You see how it could go up a little bit? So I'm gonna pull it up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and tie this. You don't want to tie it too much, just enough that it's not going to move. Make sure this is tied correctly. This one I'm going to be using right now, so I'm going to, when I remove the windshield, so I'm just going to leave it right there. Put the hood down and remove the tape. You see how it slid just a little bit? Now it slipped down right where it's supposed to be at. That's one little trick I found with the tool. See, now it's released and now it's aligned perfectly to where it should be. You could use a suction cup if you like, or since it really doesn't matter if you get it dirty or not, you could just put your hands right now for the moment. I was able to do that and still hold the glass. So I'm pretty much using it to remove the glass. And I'm going to be able to use it to set the glass as well. Lint-free towel, clean this up, and once again blow. As you can see, I was able to do a clean, super clean cutout without creating any damage to the pinch well. No scratches whatsoever. Now I have to keep that when I'm removing the urethane, so I gotta be very careful right now. I highly recommend this BTB tool. It is an awesome tool. Allows you to remove the urethane without creating any damage to the vehicle. See right here, I'm gonna have to apply primer, but just one coat, not two, because it's not a scratch. That's where the putting bundle, but it's there, so. I know you might think, oh, you're pulling the tool towards you, but yeah, but I'm going very gentle. I'm not really pulling hard. Just doing a really nice smooth cutout. Nice and smooth. Check that out. There was no scratches done whatsoever. The only places where I'm gonna have to apply my primer, it's on the parts that the Bondo it's at, on those corners. So there it goes. 30 seconds. See, the better job you do, sometimes it saves you time, because I don't have to be applying primer all over the place because there's a lot of scratches. No, none of that. Just right here, you really can avoid for the urethane to come undone from there. But see, overall, it's a really nice clean cutout. Be careful when you're carrying this primer in your hand and you're getting off of a big truck. Sometimes when you step down, you could potentially spill. So now, time to prep my windshield. It's already here in the stand. I checked it and pre-inspected, make sure there was no damage on the glass, there was no heavy contamination or nothing like that. I'm going to be working on the inside. So what I do first, I clean the whole glass one time with this paper towel. It's in the same gloves. But now I'm going to start discontaminating the glass, and my gloves are not the cleanest right now, so I'm going to use this paper towel to kind of dry that sweat off my hands. Let them air for a little bit. Now I'll get my new gloves on here. When you grab the gloves, try not to grab them from where you're going to be touching the glass, because then you'll transfer your sweat over to the gloves. So when you're pulling it out, you know where the back of the glove is. Now I'm going to discontaminate the glass. You see this little tip? It's from also from the urethane. The one that comes with the F1, it only lasts so long. See a nice beautiful pattern right away. Otherwise you have to be cleaning it over and over because it dries on you. Right here I go in circular motions. As you can see, I'm grabbing a bigger pattern on it. See, doing it right really doesn't take that much longer, but it really does take longer. All these extra steps that we do, they're not really extra steps. They're steps that are supposed to be done in every single installation to promote a proper, safe bonding. So now it's clean. You want to clean here one time. The reason is that F1 Beta braid is pretty strong, so you don't want to get that inside of the glass. So just clean here really fast. Now you get to clean the glass for the last time. You want to go from the edges of the glass first, then the inside. As you can see, I flipped the side of the paper towel, and that's why I'm going again on the edges. So now my windshield is super clean. I'm going to set my suction cup. I'm going to be setting it from the driver's side, so I want the little handle to face down towards me, right here, right at the edge. I'm going to shake my primer again for 30 seconds. If sometimes I have the glass clean beforehand, I use the glass primer. It's a clear primer. But right now, I'm going to be using this all-in-one primer. Start right here. Nice even pattern. This is the only time that you could double dip, and that's because the glass is clean. So I'm really not bringing any contaminants to the bottle. Otherwise, you would really have to use a new dauber if you are using the primer for the pinch well. Now I'm going to put one on the molding. So 2 minutes, but by that time that I put the earth in and all that, those 2 minutes will be up. On this vehicle, I'm using Express. It's a safe drive away time of 1 hour. I highly recommend using the V shape to apply the urethane. Right here in the middle. If you want to paddle here, make sure that it's one line connecting. So now comes time to set the windshield in place, and this is quite a relief due to the fact that what happens when you have a big windshield and it's really difficult to set. You usually want help, right? But not no more. And as you can see, it's going to be really easy to set up the tool and really easy to set the windshield in place. You don't want to grab, you want to just put your hand like this. You put it in there, you slide it, you're looking at it. It's not moving anywhere. You can see it's nicely aligned. Same thing over here. Just push up a little bit. Now just a matter of removing this. So you loosen it up a little bit. Then just the very tip of the glass, you pull it up, you slide it down, and guess what? That's it. You have a perfect setting. Look at that, just like factory. It's just a matter of learning the different positions where the tool goes and the configurations, because there is quite a few different configurations for different cars. You see that I still have the nut there when I was removing it. But once again, this is the Rolladeck. These are a few different attachments. As you can see, I number them as 6, 2, 4, 1. I have 1 through 6. They're for different types of cars, and these plates help you stand when the windshield wiper post is a little bit farther away from the windshield. You could extend. So this works on hundreds of cars. So I really recommend that tool. As you can see how much easier the job became when setting the glass, and how quickly it was to set up. I want to make sure the post is right where it's supposed to be. Make sure you put it back in place. Have to be careful with these clips when you're pushing them in. So you can see the you can scratch. So snaps into place. There's a little guide where the windshield wiper should go. Right there. You see the guide right there? Please know that making a video is not that easy. Takes a lot of concentration, and of course a lot to say, so you definitely got to have the knowledge correctly. You don't want to over tie that, because if anybody else in the future wants to take it off, you're going to have a hard time. I mean, it could be yourself coming back to do another replacement. Important, always keep this rear view mirror up. So that's it for the replacement on this 2014 Chevy Silverado. Same thing as the Chevy, the Chevy Tahoes, the Cadillac Escalades, pretty much the same setting. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video. My name is Alfredo from Alfredo's Auto Glass. Have a blessed day.